Hey warriors, you think you're in control right now. You believe your decisions, your reactions, your emotions belong to you. But you're wrong. There's a hidden version of you running on autopilot, triggered long before thought even forms. It flinches. It obeys. It moves through life on invisible wiring installed before you could question anything. You cannot see it happening. That's the entire design. And the world convinced you this was healthy. It told you to feel everything, express everything, be raw, be open. The louder your emotions, the more intelligent you were. But look closer. If emotional openness is so powerful, why do the most expressive people always lose? Why do the reactive ones get outmaneuvered again and again? The person who never flinches, never rushes, never shows their hand, always wins. Because what they sold you as emotional intelligence is nothing but emotional performance. And performance is the most dangerous thing in a world full of people who know exactly how to read you. Every time you truly react, you hand them the blueprint to your mind, your triggers, your fears, your weak points. They will use it, consciously or not. The most powerful state is not vulnerability, it is total internal governance. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. The true strategists always have. Your emotions are either your weapon or your weakness. There is no middle ground. Today I give you 7 dark upgrades that will turn you cold, precise, and untouchable under pressure. You won't lose emotion, you will become its master. Number 1. Shrink the spike, expand the mind. Every time you lose composure, you become measurably dumber in that moment. Neuroscience is merciless. Emotion floods the system and crowds out rational thought. Most people live with wild emotional amplitude, huge triggers, massive spikes, long recovery. The wave destroys everything. Then they spend days cleaning up the wreckage. Emotional compression is the deliberate narrowing of that amplitude. The wave still comes, but it becomes smaller, tighter, controllable. Inside that compression lies headroom, mental space, raw cognitive power. Train it in calm waters first. Hunt micro-irritations, small annoyances, tiny frustrations. When the spike arrives, insert one deliberate breath, 1 second of space between feeling and reaction. That single second brings your prefrontal cortex back online. You decide, not the emotion. Repeat it hundreds of times. When the real storm hits, your system already knows the groove. Composure is not the absence of feeling, it is mastery of amplitude. The great ones felt everything, they simply refused to let depth dictate reaction. Be the fox to see traps, be the lion to strike. A calm eye requires a compressed nervous system. Less noise, more power. I compress, I expand. Number 2. Cognitive decoupling. Your brain constantly writes stories before facts even finish arriving. It fills gaps with your wounds, your fears, your history, and hands you the fiction as truth. This is emotional autocomplete, dangerous. The event and your interpretation are two completely separate things. Strip it down to bare, observable facts only, nothing more. Then ask, what other explanations exist for this exact same fact? Stay accurate, not comfortable. Your first interpretation is rarely correct. It is only the fastest. Stop asking what this means about you. Ask instead, what variables are actually at play? This keeps you analytical, cold, in control. Decoupling frees you from your own narrative prison. Number 3. Outcome layering. True power lies in running time forward. 3 layers, sometimes 5. Most minds live only in layer 1. Immediate reaction, immediate relief, immediate satisfaction. Before any move under pressure, silently ask, if I do this, what happens next? And then what? And then what? Layer 3 is where most people go blind. That is exactly where you will pay for shortcuts. Strategic delay is not weakness. It is a lethal weapon. It reveals information. It signals control. Machiavelli changed conduct with the times by design, not reaction. Cold intelligence thinks in layers, not moments. Number 4. Stop hearing words. Start seeing architecture. Beneath every conversation lies hidden structure, incentives, fear, leverage, ambition, scarcity. Words are surface waves. Structure is the ocean floor. Train yourself to read the floor while others watch only the waves. When behavior shifts, do not ask, what did I do wrong? Ask, what changed in their system? What incentive moved? Walk into any room and read positions, not faces. Who holds hidden leverage? Who is performing confidence over fear? Before responding to content, ask 3 questions. What do they need to protect? What do they need to gain? What do I represent to them? Then the words become a map. You respond to reality, not illusion. Appear calm. Study structure. Move strategically. Number 5. The 72-hour neutrality drill. For 3 full days, every emotionally charged decision must wait. Urgency in your chest? It waits. Crisis label from your reactive mind? It waits. Ask yourself, is this urgency real or manufactured by my own emotion? Real urgency is external. Most of it is not. Feel the emotion completely. Notice where it lives in your body. Notice the story it wants you to believe. Then refuse to obey it. Observation without obedience. You are not the emotion. You are the watcher behind it. The first deceiver is always your own reactive mind. Master it, and you outmaneuver everything else. After 72 hours, the pipeline from emotion to action develops a valve. That valve is power. I feel. I choose. Number 6. Strategic leverage architecture. Stop applying direct frontal force. It is primitive and wasteful. Instead, locate the structural node beneath the problem, the point where minimal input creates maximum shift. When you meet resistance, do not push. Ask, what is this resistance protecting? Address the protected thing and the resistance dissolves by itself. This is minimal input, disproportionate output. The craftsman follows the grain of the stone. The structure does the work for you. True Machiavellian intelligence operates quietly at the structural level, not in dramatic shows of force. Results look effortless. That is exactly how it should appear to those watching. Number 7. The psychological trade-off. This path has a cost few dare accept. Your perception will accelerate. You will see layers others cannot. You will feel cognitive isolation. The loneliness of speaking a language no one else in the room understands. Of seeing 3 moves ahead while they see 1. When you stop performing emotion for approval, some people will become deeply unsettled. You become less legible. Humans fear what they cannot read. Some relationships will die. That loss is real, but it is necessary. Isolation is not permanent. It is the bridge between versions of yourself. Walk through the discomfort. On the other side, you will find your level. People who operate at this depth. The gap between who you are and who you could be is not talent or luck. It is whether you govern your mind or whether your mind governs you. You already know which choice you are making. Most will never take these steps. They will stay comfortable, expressive, predictable, easy to move. But you are different. You have seen behind the curtain. The wiring is no longer invisible. The game is no longer hidden. From this moment forward, every reaction is a choice. Every emotion is data. Every move is by design. Compress, decouple, layer outcomes, read structure, delay strategically, leverage intelligently. Accept the cost, walk the bridge, become what few ever dare to become. Cold, precise, emotionally sovereign. The world will keep playing the old game. You will no longer be a piece on their board. You will be the architect, the one who sees, the one who waits, the one who moves only when it serves. This is not motivation. This is transformation through dark understanding. The kind that cannot be unseen. The kind that changes everything. If this reached the deepest part of you, you already know what to do next. The choice is yours, but you will never be the same again. Some will call this cold. We call it freedom. True power has always belonged to those who master themselves first. The rest remain puppets. Beautifully emotional, perfectly readable. You now have the blade. Use it wisely. Use it ruthlessly when necessary. The game continues whether you play consciously or not. Choose to play from above the board. Compress your spikes, decouple your stories, layer your outcomes. See the architecture, master urgency, leverage structure. Accept the isolation, emerge stronger. This is the way of those who refuse to be moved. The ones who move the world instead. Welcome to cold intelligence. The only intelligence that truly lasts. Now go and become undeniable